Country, and welcome to Memorial Hall on the campus of Plattsburgh State for SUNY women's basketball. I'm Foxy Gagnon along with Ken Drake on camera as the Plattsburgh State Lady Cardinals kick off their SUNY Conference 2001-2002 season against the Potsdam State Lady Bears. Potsdam State 1 win, 3 losses prior to opening their conference season tonight as well. They are coached by Nelson Shore, assisted by Abby Charbonneau and Nicole Beauregard, and they feature a couple of North Country players. Number 10, Joanne Jabba, a sophomore who graduated from Seton Catholic, and number 11, Faith Bador from Tupper Lake. She's a sophomore, and also they feature number 20, a junior forward from Saranac Central, Amanda Wright. So we look forward to seeing them out on the floor against Plattsburgh State. Plattsburgh State is 4-2 in the early going. They've had a balanced attack, excellent rebounding, and they feature a couple of local players as well. Nikki Vitti, number 24, from Peru Central, and from Salmon River Central, sophomore Lara Wells, number 40. The introduction of the Potsdam team, number 21, Ann Johnson, number 23, Becky Evans, number 34, Kara Miller, number 11, Faith Bador, a familiar face to the North Country fans, and their final starter I didn't catch, and she didn't show us her jersey number. Now, Plattsburgh State's starting 5. Shauna Gary.
At forward, number 24,
Nikki Vitti, number 24. Gary is from Lisbon, a graduate of St. Lawrence Central. Erin Hutchinson, the top rebounder. She's from Shortsville, New York. Number 14, Erica Poole, is from Albany, and Allison Vosch, the scoring leader early on in the season, is from Queensbury. The officials, Sam Lamacchia, Frank Felicelli, and Ed Getz. Plattsburgh State coached by Cheryl Cole, assisted by Vicki Best and Jeff Van Streen. And the opening tip-off, and Plattsburgh State controls. Gary to Hutchinson. Vosch. Back to Gary. And takeaway, but Poole gets it right back for the Lady Cards. Gary's jump shot rolls the rim and goes in. Shauna Gary gives the Cardinals a 2-0 lead. Full court pressure defense applied. The 5th starter for Potsdam, Kathleen Clark, number 33, looks like she'll be on the point. Nice pick set, and the running shot from Evans missed, and rebound by Vosch, and she gets it to Poole to set up the offense. Vosch's shot wouldn't fall, and Potsdam on the boards. Clark to Johnson, and the long one from Johnson. Nobody there for the rebound except Gary. And Shauna Gary brings it up the floor to the foul line area, back to Vosch. Vosch guarded by Ann Johnson. Vitti's jump shot baseline wouldn't fall, and a minute and a half into the game, it's 2-0 Plattsburgh. Bador goes all the way, but the ball got stuck on her hip, and that was a travel. And that brings Plattsburgh the ball. They can set up the offense here. Opening game of the SUNY Conference for both teams, so of course an important one. The 3 was in and out on the Vosch try, and again a rebound for Evans. Clark runs the offense. Plattsburgh State in a lady-to-lady defense. inside, and nice battling by Nikki Vitti. She knocked it away to Evans. Out to Bedore. Bedore dished, but stolen by Poole. Poole up the floor, a 2-on-2, and Vosch takes it in. Nice step by Allison Vosch to make it 4-0 Plattsburgh. And again, the full pressure applied by Plattsburgh State. The zone pressure defense, Potsdam brings it up the floor, and Johnson with the ball to Faith Bedore. I'm sure some fans here from Tupper Lake to watch Faith Bedore play. Plattsburgh State, aggressive defense. This is Poole all the way, and foul called on the rebound. $17:22 to play in the first half. It's Plattsburgh 4, Potsdam looking for its first points. Oh, they broke this one. Vitti, the only one back. It'll stay under the Potsdam basket. PSTV presenting the game to the campus and to cable viewers on Channel 17. It's PSTZ, isn't it? PSTV. PSTV. Is that what they're called? PSTV here on Plattsburgh State. A 10-person crew. And here we are, a little North Country Cable, a 2-person crew. It's tough to keep up with the big boys. Poole got her own rebound and a foul called on the putback. That will send Poole to the line. She's a little frustrated she missed the first shot. But Erica Poole goes to the foul line for 2 shots. Poole hits that one. She is now 5 for 5 on the season from the foul line, and I jinxed her. She hits a 1 of 2. It's 5-0 Plattsburgh. Potsdam needs a score to get untracked. Offense on the perimeter. They haven't been able to dish it in yet. They go inside, almost a throwaway, but Miller there missed the shot. Rebound Vitti. Vitti to Poole. Lady Cards run. Vosch. Vosch gets past the defender. Shot in traffic. No foul called, and Potsdam with the rebound. Once again, Becky Evans. Evans guarded by Geary. Bedore open underneath. Missed shot, and Potsdam comes out of the locker room cold. Vosch up the floor. Hutchinson, her first shot, no. Hustled back for the rebound. It will be Plattsburgh ball under their own basket. They lead 5-0. We've played about 4 minutes. Timeout called, and the score on the North Country Cable Network scoreboard is Plattsburgh 5 and Potsdam State 0.
30-second timeout for Plattsburgh.
Hutchinson to Vosch. Corner Poole inside to Hutchinson. Nice block. Good defense. Plattsburgh State gets it back. Geary from the elbow rolls it, and it's in. Shauna Geary with 4 of the Plattsburgh 7. Nice defense by Kara Miller on the last Plattsburgh offense try. Clark guarded by Poole. This is Evans. And a block called on Plattsburgh State. That one called on Poole. 7-0 Plattsburgh. Lady Cards off to the good start, especially defensively, stopping the Lady Bears. Nice dish inside, and Bedore gets the first points for Potsdam State. Faith Bedore. 15-12 to play in the first half. The opening of the SUNY season, North Country Cable Network is here. Again, the great block by Miller. A couple of block shots by Miller. Bedore. Johnson takes it to the hoop. And The drive to the basket, Becky Evans, and 4 unanswered points by Potsdam State. It's 7-4. No, Beatty tipped it out. Bador was there for Potsdam. Potsdam, long distance pass, a pretty one. And Coach Cole wants the timeout. Basket by Miller, and Bador, Evans, and Miller score 6 in a row for Potsdam. Timeout with 14:22 to play in the first half. And the score is Plattsburgh State 7 and Potsdam State 6. Plattsburgh scores the first 7. Potsdam scores the next 6. Poole, Vitti, off the glass and a little too hard. Hutchinson called for the travel. Excellent defense on Hutchinson by Amanda Wright. Yes, Amanda Wright, number 20 from Saranac Central. Potsdam ball, this is Clark. Kathleen Clark guarded by Erica Poole. Inside to Wright, she dished inside. Evans, the left-handed bank shot, good. Becky Evans, and Potsdam has the 8-7 lead. Coach Cole reaches for a new Lady Cardinal to enter, and that is Scotty Ravito to enter the game. Volsch, no. Hutchinson the rebound, but she throws it away. It will be Potsdam Lady Bears basketball coming into this game. Allison Volsch averaging 14.3 points a game through the first half dozen games for Plattsburgh State. Nikki Vitti averaging 10.2 a game. Aaron Hutchinson averaging 9 with 9.5 rebounds a game. And Scotty Ravito, who has now entered, number 10, has averaged 8 points a game. Potsdam 8, Plattsburgh 7. Our thanks to Jeremy Agor, the Sports Information Director at Plattsburgh State, for supplying us with some stats. And he gave me the stats for Potsdam, and they are led by Lindsay Collar with 14 points. I spoke with Lindsay before the game. She's on the bench with a knee injury, not suited up at all. She's out through this first semester, so tough injury for Lindsay Collar. And the leading scorer for the Potsdam Lady Bears is out. Becky Evans is averaging 11 points a game, and Faith Bador 8. The pretty one there. Poole now with 3 points, and Plattsburgh regains the lead at 9-8. The steal, Poole. It'll be a race to the basket. Poole with Clark behind. Poole takes it in, fouled by Clark. 2 free throws for Poole. She's 1 for 2 in the game and 5 for 6 on the season. 9-8 Plattsburgh lead with 12:37 to play in the first half. Yes, on the first one, substitution for Potsdam, and Johnson re-enters, replacing Kathleen Clark. Plattsburgh State by 3. Big game for both teams. You want to get started in the W column in the SUNY Conference. Another North Country lady basketball player. Good second effort by Wright. And she's in the scorebook. Another North Country basketball player here in the crowd. She played at Potsdam State, and that's Katie Munson, graduate of Beacontown Central. Katie's here with her dad, Dan. Travel on Ravito, it will be Potsdam ball. Substitution for the Lady Cards. That is Tiffany Braley entering. Nikki Vitti will take a rest. Plattsburgh scoring Poole with 5, Geary with 4, and Vosch with 2. 11-10 Plattsburgh lead. Balanced scoring from both sides. This is Evans. She dishes to Hogenkamp, who is in. This is Bador. Bador looks to move on Ravito. And the dish to Johnson. Johnson pops it. No. Battle on the rebound. Wright will be called for over the top, and she knew it. Hutchinson will bring it in to Poole. Nearing the midway mark of the first half. Inside to Braley. She works hard for the shot. Had a little spin on the ball and it spun off the back of the rim. Ravito rebounds. New chance for Plattsburgh. Inside, and this time Wright picks up her second foul as she attempted the block on the Hutchinson shot. Hutchinson will go to the foul line.
That's her second.
On the season, she is 19 for 25, so she's been fouled quite a bit thus far this season. Hutchinson hits that one. Stringer in for Potsdam State, number 32. It's 12-10 Plattsburgh. Hutchinson 2 for 2. 13-10 at the 11-minute mark of the first half. Plattsburgh State with the lead. They jumped out 7-0. It's been a battle since. Vosch up the floor. Lady Cards run. Poole finds Hutchinson. Good hustle up the floor by all 5 Lady Cards. And Hutchinson with 4 unanswered points, and it's Plattsburgh by 5. Ken Drake on camera. As always for Ken, a busy day, but he sneaked in a nap today. And I'm glad. I get a little worried about Ken, some of the late night hours he keeps and early morning hours. I get a little worried. And then when he should be resting, he's out jogging miles all around Plattsburgh. So Ken had a nap before game time. And he's our new play-by-play man for hockey as well. If you watch for Plattsburgh State women's hockey, and Ken Drake on play-by-play, following in the footsteps of the great one. Bador 3! Oh, just like high school. She hasn't lost a tick. It's 15-13. Bador hits the 3. We'll see how many threes on the season for Bador. No, we won't, because it's not listed. Oh, 3 points. Bador. That's her second one. She was 1 for 3 coming into this game from 3-point range. It'll be Potsdam ball. Plattsburgh turnover. 9:55 to play in a quick first half, and it's Plattsburgh 15 and Potsdam 13. Joanne Jabut in the game, number 10 for Potsdam. As Coach Shore using his entire bench just about. This is Ravito, 3-point range, no. Rebound Jabut. Bador. Passes up on Stringer, goes to Johnson, and Ravito called for the push as Johnson went baseline. Nice to see Joanne Jabut out there, number 10. And let me tell you, she's our neighbor, you know, if you didn't know that. She grew up as our neighbor through high school. We followed her career at Seton Catholic Central. Many was the time, 11 o'clock at night, midnight, Joanne would be outside shooting jump shots, driving to the hoop. Nice kiss off the glass by Evans. She has a 6-pack of points. And we are tied at 15. Poole in traffic, hard off the glass, and the whistle, Potsdam ball. Neither team really getting an offense untracked. More substitutions. Let's see, right now Potsdam has Evans and Johnson, Jabut, Stringer, and also Aaron Poor. Plattsburgh State with Hutchinson on the ball there, Braley, Geary, Poole, and also number 13 now in for Plattsburgh, that's Sarah Jensen. And now Vitti back in replacing Hutchinson. Coach Cole with the substitutions as well. Everybody gets to play, we like that. Tied at 15 at the 8:30 mark. Vitti muscles her way for the shot, a little bit off balance, no, rebound Jensen. Jensen brings it out, Plattsburgh resets, Geary open, rolls the rim, and rebound, nice rebound by Stringer, Rachel Stringer, and she gets it to Ann Johnson. Ann Johnson with the ball, Joanne Jabut. Jabut looks. Evans thought about the shot, Stringer takes it, it's good. Stringer over Braley for the shot. 5 Lady Bears in the scoring column, and they lead by 2. 4 Lady Cards in the scoring column. Geary looks, they give her a little bit of room to move. She lost her footing as she did the spin move. Poole inside to Vitti. They double team her, now triple team her. Out to Jensen, guarded by Jabut. Shot clock at 5, 4, 3, 2, and Jensen fires it up. It would count. No. Rebound Braley. Braley tosses it up. No. And Braley will be called for over the top. Ed Getz with the call. Braley with the foul. Substitution, Plattsburgh. Poole's out, and Jessica Lange is in. 7:18 to play in the first half. Potsdam 17 and Plattsburgh 15, but keep in mind, Plattsburgh scored the first 7. Stringer, and she traveled. Ken Drake on camera, I'm Foxy Gagnon. We are North Country Cable Network. Charter Communications, Cable 17. Doug Sherwin covering the game for Press Republican Sports. Vitti, top of the key. Nice dish inside to Jensen. Scampering over for it was Lange. Vitti inside, but she traveled just before the shot. Vitti still not in the scoring column. For Plattsburgh, Poole with 5, Hutchinson with 4. 4 for Geary and 2 for Vosch. So the Lady Cards' 2 top scorers, Vosch and Vitti, with a combined total of 2 points. Potsdam by 2. Johnson takes it all the way, hit the bottom of the backboard, and the Lady Cards run. Oh, a nice dish to Jensen. Braley shot, no. Lady Cards cold. It'll be Plattsburgh ball. Evans tried to save it. Bador back in for Potsdam, as well as, that shot blocker herself, Kara Miller, number 34. Miller is 5'11". Stringer is the tallest Lady Bear at 6 feet tall. In traffic, we have a foul called, and Potsdam coach Nelson Shore can't believe that one. 6:11 on the first half clock, and it looks like Lange goes to the foul line for 2. Chance to tie the game with 6:11 to play in the first half. 17-16 Potsdam. Faith Bedore, graduate of Tupper Lake, one of the top lady scorers in the CVAC during her high school career. That one off the glass, and Gary is there. Lady cards run. This is Vitti. Keeps control. Nice spin move, but shot was offline. 5:40 to play, first half. Bedore's shot, no. Off the shot clock above the backboard, and that stops action. Plattsburgh State will set the offense. Down by 1. Low scoring first half. Neither team with a hot hand. And working hard was Lange. Steal by Bedore, but then a travel call on Potsdam. Stringer in. Stringer at 6 feet, the tallest, the Lady Bear, as we mentioned. Lady Cards led in height by Hutchinson at 6'1", and Vitti at 5'10". Keeler at 6 feet, and Vitti at 5'10". Also, Braley is 6 feet tall. So the height advantage in this game to Plattsburgh State. Miller's shot is good. Potsdam with a little bit better outside shooting, and they lead 19-16. Just under 5 to play in the first half. Jensen, and the shot from Lange. Good, a two-pointer. She hits from the outside to make it 19-18 with 4:40 to play. First half action, and it is called Lange, and that's what I used to say. But I was told prior to game time the pronunciation was Lange, so I'll go back to be calling her Lange. Jabba out. Also out, Tiana Holland for Potsdam. Plattsburgh now with Vitti, Hutchinson, Geary, Lange, and Jensen. Nice one off the glass by Hogenkamp. 7 players have scored for Potsdam. They lead by 3. Lange not on this 3 attempt, and rebound Johnson. Faith Bedore. Bedore, they let her go all the way in, but knocked away by Geary. Now into the hands of Jensen. Lange open. Inside to Vitti. Vitti the follow away. Pretty one. Nikki Vitti into the scorebook. 6 Lady Cards have scored, and Vitti cuts the lead to 21-20. Knocked away by Hutchinson. Great defensive play with the right hand, but she had the left arm there for a push, and that was spotted by Ed Getz, the back official. 3:44 on the first half clock. 21-20 Potsdam over Plattsburgh State. Vosch back in for Plattsburgh. Shot missed by Miller on the bonus attempt. Inside to Vitti. Vitti works Miller. Vitti wins that battle. 2 nice ones in a row by Nikki Vitti, and Plattsburgh has retaken the lead 22-21 with 3:20 to play in the first half. Miller's shot didn't drop. Vitti there for the bound to Vosch. Geary. Inside Hutchinson. She works for the shot and gets it. All of a sudden, Plattsburgh State's offense comes alive. Timeout called. Whistle. Miller got hit in the face, but she says she's all right. Plattsburgh State by 3. 2 nice shots by Vitti, and then baseline shot by Hutchinson. 24-21 Plattsburgh. Hutchinson will be called for the push. So Hutchinson has picked up a couple of fouls.
Plattsburgh State foul number 21.
In for Plattsburgh is Aaron Keeler, and Hutchinson checks out. That may be her third foul. Miller makes one. Another chance as Evans gets the rebound. Bedore brings it to the hoop, shoots on the run, no. And rebound Keeler to Geary. 24-22 Plattsburgh, and the travel Longy with too many steps. Not many breaks on camera for Ken Drake. I'm Foxy Gagnon, North Country Cable Network, bringing you Women's Basketball SUNY Conference, the opening game of their SUNY Conference for Plattsburgh State and Potsdam. The door shot off the base of the rim, and Plattsburgh State runs. Vitti, nice jump stop by Vitti, and Vitti comes off the bench in the last 6 minutes of the first half. She scored 6 quick ones. Foul at the Potsdam end. Plattsburgh 26 and Potsdam 22. Faith Bedore goes to the foul line. She has 5 points in the game. Poole back in for Plattsburgh State to run the offense, we assume. Bedore no. Battle for the loose ball. Plattsburgh ball. 2:06 to play in the quick first half. And we don't mind that. Get us home early for dinner. The 2-minute mark. Wide open is Volsch just inside the arc. Vitti with the rebound, finds Poole. Poole shot, no. Nice rebound, Keeler. She was tied up. Possession arrow to Plattsburgh. Plattsburgh ball, they lead by 4. An offensive splurge late in the first half. Keeler shoots, no. Rebound, Miller. Miller, good job on the boards. Bedore brings it up the floor, gets it to Johnson. Johnson directs traffic. Thought about a jumper. Back to Bedore, closely guarded by Poole. Hogenkamp for Potsdam. Bedore pops a 3. No. Rebound there. Volsch. Volsch runs the floor to Poole. Poole, spin move, almost taken away. Volsch inside. Nice one. Vitti. Good ball movement, Plattsburgh State. Vitti now with 8 points. Nikki Vitti, graduate of Peru Central. And Nikki Vitti, of course, a senior, 5'10". Her dad is here cheering her on. Offensive board, wooden drop for Miller, and Plattsburgh State with 45 seconds. They lead by a 6-pack. Poole, ooh, in and out. And over the top is Keeler, and will march up the floor. A foul shooting opportunity for Potsdam State. Off the base of the rim, no. I have Potsdam foul shooting at 1 of 5 in the first half. That doesn't make a coach happy headed into the locker room. Evans with 7 points in the game. 35 seconds remaining, and it's Plattsburgh by 5. Volsch a 3, wooden drop. Good box out by Keeler, and that got the ball back for Plattsburgh. Jensen inside to Vitti. What a shot! Nikki Vitti, she has 10. Oh, we're glad we're here. She loves our camera. She always has a big game, with or without Goose in the stands. Oh, Goose was upset that he couldn't make it here for this game, but we're here. I said, Goose, I'm going anyway. Nikki's playing. We're going to be there to open the SUNY Conference. 10 points in the first half for Nikki Vitti. And at the half, it's Plattsburgh State 30 and Potsdam State 23. Potsdam basketball to open the second half. They were led in scoring in the first half by Becky Evans with 7, 5 for Bador and Miller, 2 for Hogenkamp, 2 for Stringer, 2 for Amanda Wright. Total of 23. Oh, Geary with an obvious push as Bador went to the hoop. For Plattsburgh State, Nikki Vitti's 10 points leads the way. Then it's Hutchinson with 6, 5 for Poole, 4 for Gary, 3 for Lange, 2 for Vosch, the team's leading scorer coming in. Bador, 3-point range off the side of the rim. Nikki Vitti there for Plattsburgh. Katie Castine, who started Seton Catholic and also at Plattsburgh State, is in the crowd as well. Coach Donna Dixon from Clinton Community College. And that one is in. Vosch hits it to start the action in the second half. And Plattsburgh State with the 9-point advantage. No announcement of who scored it. I think they're still confused at the table, the scores table, as to who got it. I thought Vosch had it, but I looked up from my score sheet and looked like Vosch had just popped it. 32-23, a minute and 10 seconds into the second half. Poole with the steal. A 2-on-2. Poole takes it all the way and drops it in. Erica Poole with 7 in the game, and it's Plattsburgh State by 11. They closed strong to end the first half, and they have opened the second half in a hurry. Johnson, and off the fingertips of Bador in the corner. Coach Shore wants a timeout. Lady Bears will meet with him, and the Lady Cards meet with Coach Cole of Plattsburgh State. 18:21 to play in the second half. North Country Cable Network scoreboard says Plattsburgh State 34 and Potsdam State 23. And the entire Clinton Community College basketball team is here. Women's basketball with Coach Donna Dixon, and that includes Kayleen McCool from Peru Central and Kathy Ellen Davis from Plattsburgh High School, and I'm sure a couple of other CVAC girl basketball players, but those are the two that I recognized during halftime. Hutchinson at the foul line sinks the first attempt. She's 3 for 3 in the contest. And Plattsburgh State up by a dozen. A baker's dozen. She has 8 in the game, and it's 36-23, 2 minutes into the second half. Johnson's pass inside, tipped away by Vosch. Then Poole with a steal. Hutchinson hands off to Poole. Poole on the run. Geary baseline. Nice dish inside to Vitti. Vitti fouled by Evans, and Nikki Vitti will go to the line for 2. We have not seen much of Scotty Ravito in this game. And Scotty averaging 8 points a game. Vitti good on her first attempt. violation anyway on that one. Vitti now with 11 points, 37-23 Plattsburgh. Plenty of time to play, however, 17:40 to play in this one. I'm Foxy Gagnon along with Ken Drake on camera. And Becky Evans tried to hurry it to the hoop, but it bounced off her knee. Potsdam State didn't score for about the first 5 minutes of the first half, and they have gone the first 2.5 minutes of the second half without a point. So slow starting coming out of the locker room. Foul line jumper, a pretty one from Hutchinson. And Hutchinson now in double figures. She is averaging 9 points a game, so she'll bring her game average up. And 3 the other way from Becky Evans. Plattsburgh State with the first 9 points of the second half. And then answered by Potsdam, and Potsdam creates a turnover here. A 3-on-1, and Bador to the hoop. Oh, she got robbed, rolled out. Plattsburgh State runs it right back. A 3-on-3, and they'll hold things up. Hutchinson knocked away by Bador into the Cardinals bench. Plattsburgh 39 and Potsdam 25. Amanda Wright into the game, number 20. Amanda with 2 points in the game, and she's a graduate of Saranac Central. And a travel called on Poole. Bador. Scramble for the ball. Ed Getz, the official down there on the baseline. Ed Getz. Ed Getz, one of the top football officials in the North Country, also a basketball official. It'll be Plattsburgh State ball. And Ed Getz there talking with Coach Shore. Let me tell you, Ed Getz, I was looking, going through a box of, let's call it old papers and old magazines, and found a program from 1967, high school basketball in the North Country. It was postseason play, and pictured there, part of one of the teams was Ed Getz, a smiling, fresh-faced young man, just a few years ago. 39-26. Also pictured in that program was the Our Lady Victory Academy basketball team. Vitti at the line, she hits that one. And members of that Our Lady of Victory basketball team included Joe Staves, Mike Flynn, Pete Butch, Steve Lavarnway. Oh yeah. 41-26. Plattsburgh State with what you would think would be a comfortable lead. Potsdam needs points. Bador tried for the quick ball movement. Plattsburgh with the takeaway, and there you go. Looks like a bandage off the pinky of Nikki Vitti went flying off. She replaces that as she heads up the floor. 15.5 to play in this one, and it's 41-26. Plattsburgh State over Potsdam State. Hutchinson on the rebound and fouled by Amanda Wright. Aaron Hutchinson will go back to the foul line. 2 shots. She's 4 for 4 from the foul line, and she has 10 points in the game. Vitti leads all scorers with 13. Hogan Camp in for Evans on the Potsdam State team. Hutchinson hits the second of two, 42-26. Plattsburgh State, and Potsdam State takes the timeout, 15-11 to play in the second half. Okay, 15 minutes for Potsdam State to mount the attack. Jumper in and out, rattles the rim on the Clark jumper. Clark still scoreless. Plattsburgh State up the floor. This is Geary. She got things started early. Inside to Hutchinson. Nice one. Geary to Hutchinson. Hutchinson with 7 second half points and 13 overall. Sheehan Vitti with 13. Bador, Johnson, Clark for Potsdam. Wright looks for the ball. Bador guarded by Poole. Bador breaks open, but it was under the backboard, and Plattsburgh State runs it. Vosch, Poole, Geary, nice arc, pretty shot. Geary hit the among the first 4. I'm not sure if she had the first 4 for Plattsburgh State, but she had 4 of the first 7. 46-26 now, a 20-point lead for Plattsburgh State, and Potsdam looking out of sync on offense. And at the buzzer, shot clock had wound down, so Potsdam not able to get the offense on track. Credit the Plattsburgh State defense. Geary out and Ravito in for Plattsburgh State. Scotty Ravito, number 10 for Plattsburgh, averaging 8 points a game. She started 1 game. Plattsburgh State at 4-2 in the early going, and Potsdam at 1-3. So Plattsburgh State would have been the favorite coming into this one, but the first SUNY competition for each team. Nice job on the boards. Vitti will get a foul for reaching over the top. And Jeff Jabut is here. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Jabut are here, as well as the Jock family, to support Joanne Jabut from Seton Catholic Central and Plattsburgh, New York, playing for Potsdam State. We hope she gets some second half action. Bador, nice shot underneath. The reverse a layup for Bador. Plattsburgh State outscoring Potsdam 16-5 in the second half. Hogan Camp is injured, and it's a charge called on Plattsburgh State. That one has a lot of people scratching their heads, but Vosch called for the charge, and Potsdam gets the basketball. Down by 18 with 13 minutes to play in the game. That cuts 2 off the lead on the nice jumper by Clark. Vosch inside to Hutchinson. What a move. Hutchinson, pretty move. Good feet there. Hutchinson, a 6'1" sophomore from Shortville, New York. Basket at the other end for Potsdam. Faith Bador looking good. She has 9 points in the contest. We'll see what Bador's averaging on the season. She has a 7.8 average. It'll be Plattsburgh State ball under their own basket. Muggsy Favreau is here, of course, tonight watching the game. The mayor of Cadyville is in the Memorial Hall Gymnasium with his friends Harry and Bob Butler. Ravito, Poole, nope, and a push called on the rebound. Braley called for the push-off. A dozen minutes to play. 48-32. Plattsburgh is led by 20. They lead by 16. Nobody there. Vosch all alone, and it just looked too good to be true. It bounced off her elbow. We're at Memorial Hall on the campus of Plattsburgh State for the opening of the SUNY Conference. Stringer gets the inbound pass. Joanne Jabut with the ball. Jabut gets it to Amanda Wright. One dribble, lost it. Jabut looks, takes it to the hoop. Nice drive, spin move, travel. Ball fell in as well, but travel on Jabut. Plattsburgh State led 30-23 at halftime, but they really opened it up early in the second half. The first 4 minutes of the second half. Travel on this end. It's Ravito with the steps, and it'll be Potsdam basketball. Back and forth we go. Plattsburgh State, as Jensen comes in replacing Vosch, it's now Jensen, Poole, Ravito, Hutchinson, and Braley for Plattsburgh State. Johnson with the, or I should say Clark with the basketball. Now Johnson, now Jabut. I'd like to see her shoot it from there. Right, and 3-second call. Potsdam turns the ball over. Plattsburgh State moves the basketball, and Ravito shuffled her feet apparently. Travel called. Johnson, 3 Cardinals there, dishes to Jabut. She dragged the pivot foot. Back and forth we go, travel after travel. Well, we certainly wish the Potsdam State players for the North Country, Faith Bedore, Amanda Wright, and Joanne Jabut, a successful season with Potsdam State. Braley for Plattsburgh State. Poole's jumper, no. I'd hate to see the shooting percentages, low shooting percentages in this contest. Braley will go to the foul line to try to pick up her first points. 10-17 to play in the second half. Plattsburgh State with 6 field goals and 6 foul shots made in the second half. Hutchinson, nice offensive rebound. It'll count, and she was fouled. Hutchinson with a big game. 17 in the contest for Hutchinson with 10:16 to play. Vitti will re-enter for Hutchinson after this shot, if she had made it. Evans with the rebound, and the midway mark of the second half. Plattsburgh 50 and Potsdam State 32. Plattsburgh State outscoring Potsdam 20-9 in the second half. Now VD re-enters with 13 points in the game. Evans' shot is good. Nice one by Evans. She has a dozen. 50-34. Ravito. Poole. VD tries to get open. Poole baseline partially blocked and rebound Evans. Lady Bears run, but Ravito with the interception. Ravito brings it up the floor. Dad tries to get a good picture of her. He's got the camera ready. Takes the shot. Dad got a good shot of Scotty dribbling the basketball. VD looks across the floor to Ravito. Ravito takes it in. The short jumper, no. Rebound, nice job on the boards. Braley offensive boards. Tiffany Braley makes it 52-34, 9 minutes to play. Faith Bedore, Evans and Johnson. Nice dish to Stringer, she lost the handle. Evans off the base of the rim, but Jabot with the rebound. Like to see her go up with it. She challenges and kisses the glass. Jabot gets the basket. She looked for the pass first. I want to see her look for the shot first and send it back up right away. And a timeout called by Plattsburgh State as they had a miscommunication of who was going to take the inbounds pass. But 8:39 to play in the second half, and the North Country Cable Network scoreboard says Plattsburgh State women 52 and Potsdam State women 36. Longy up the floor with the ball. She has 3 points in the contest. Now Geary with 6. Vitti gets it to Geary. Jensen to her left. She gets it there. Jensen the jumper. Offensive board Vitti. No. Battle. Vitti gets it back. Yes. Good hard work by Nikki Vitti. Talked with her dad before the game, and we agreed. Nikki Vitti has worked hard since she was what? Just an 8th grader, 9th grader at Peru Central. Bedore takes it all the way in. Bedore with 11. Vitti for Plattsburgh with 15. But Nikki Vitti, we've watched her through the years work so hard on the basketball court. And Johnson stepped out of bounds, and Plattsburgh State gets the ball under their own basket. 54-38 lead, 7:50 to play. Plattsburgh State wanting to go 1-0 in the SUNY Conference. Nice way to start. Vitti takes it to the hoop. Rebound Johnson on this one. Johnson to Bedore. Bedore with Stringer to her left. Bedore guarded by Longy. Bedore looks. Bounce pass to Johnson. Jensen there. Stringer. Braley there. Rebound Jensen. Jensen to Longy. Looks like Plattsburgh State has excellent depth. Geary with the basket. Shauna Geary. They have several players capable of big games, if you ask me. And it's 56-38, 7-minute mark of the contest. Good battle there between Longy and Bedore. Foul called on Longy for the block, but she was working hard defensively. Clark in, replacing Johnson, and Miller off the bench to replace Stringer. Plattsburgh State with Longy, Vitti, Braley, Jensen, and Geary. Bedore, three-point try. Three! Faith Bedore. Bedore's second three-pointer of the game. Miller called for the foul as Jensen attacked the basket. Bedore with 9 second-half points and 14 in the game. Sarah Jensen at the line. That one rattles the rim and falls out. Jensen gets 1 of 2. She's in the book. Double team on Evans, and she lost the ball. Plattsburgh State basketball, 6.5 to play. It would take a huge comeback now by Potsdam State to change the outcome of this game. Plattsburgh 57, Potsdam 41. Geary wide open on the other side. Braley blocked by Bedore, and Evans comes up with it. Evans looks, she's guarded by Longy. Evans good ball handling. Coach Cole wanted an illegal pick set. Braley the rebound for the Lady Cards, and they run with it. Nice dish to Geary, nice block Bedore. I don't know who that's against. I guess number 30, Shauna Geary with the foul. 5:40 remaining in the contest. Offensive board by Clark. Bedore with the ball. Nice dish. Bedore gets it to Clark. 2 points Potsdam. Lead cut to 14. Plattsburgh State has led by as many as 20. Potsdam State did lead early in the contest. I'd say just before the midway point of the first half, Potsdam led by 1, led by 3, maybe even 5. It was close throughout much of the first half. Plattsburgh a good rush at the end to take a 7-point halftime lead, and they came out of the locker room with a hot hand and up their lead early. Miller at the foul line, missed the shot. Miller just 1 for 4 from the foul line. 14-point lead for Plattsburgh. Hutchinson back in. She's fouled by Miller.
Potsdam foul, number 34, Aaron Miller, for third.
Plattsburgh State outscoring Potsdam 27-20 in the second half. Hutchinson is set for this one. She has 18 points in the game, leads all scorers. Bedore guarded by Longy. Battle inside and foul called, that one on Hutchinson. We are in the bonus both ways, so we'll see a few foul shots throughout the remainder of this one. 4:32 to play in this game. Miller again unable to convert the opportunity into points. Rebound Hutchinson, she was hammered. She'll return to the foul line. Leads the team in foul shot attempts, and I'm sure leads the team in foul shots made. She is 6 for 8 from the line in the game. following that one, I think. Seven for 9 in the game from the line in our book. 16-point Plattsburgh State lead with 4:20 to play. Geary with the steal from Clark. And Geary blocked by Clark the other way. Scramble on the floor. Holland has it. Tied up by Vitti. Possession arrow to Plattsburgh State. Potsdam ball. 4-minute mark of the game. We will quickly recap the scoring following this one. Bador, long distance, no. Evans with the rebound, no. Battled around, Vosch gets it for Plattsburgh State. Vosch runs the floor, tosses it in, too hard off the glass. Vitti on the boards along with Evans. Two ladies who have played tough ball games. Very hard-nosed basketball in the paint. 3.5 to play. Plattsburgh by 16. They'll win their first SUNY conference game. This is Holland. She loses the handle. And Vosch on the floor to tie it up. Possession arrow to Plattsburgh. Revito in. Geary out. Timeout called. 3:22 to play in the game. And it is Plattsburgh State 59 and Potsdam State 43.
Now's your chance to meet the team.
Bob Dubé and Jesse Bebo are in the building tonight to watch basketball, as well as Jeff Passano. Shot clock at 19. That has not been a factor in this game, except for maybe 1 or 2 possessions. And Revito hits a nice one from the outside. Just shy of 3-point range. But Revito into the book. 61-43. And on the other way, it's Evans. Evans with 14. Vosch. Nice dish inside to Vitti. Vitti not enough on it. Gets the rebound, no. Lost opportunity for Plattsburgh. 2:40 to play. 61-45. Hutchinson fouled by Clark and will go up the floor. Aaron Hutchinson hits the first. She's the type of player that will make several trips to the foul line during the season. And it's good that she has a hot hand from the charity stripe. 9 points from the foul line tonight for Aaron Hutchinson. Vitti inside, no. Hutchinson there. Tips it to Revito. Longi. Shot clock at 12. Vosch with the ball. Revito. Yes. That's Revito. Now Vosch. That one missed everything. And Bador for Potsdam. Just under 2 minutes. Revito called for a reach. Faith Bador at the foul line, missed that one. (63-45) Plattsburgh State. Nice way to open the SUNY Conference with a big W in convincing fashion over Potsdam State. Overall, Plattsburgh will go to 5-2. Ravito, no, as the shot clock wound down. And it will be Potsdam ball. 4 new Lady Bears in. It's Wright, Stringer, Holland, and Poor. Clark remains on the floor with the new quartet of players that came in. 1:20 to play. Clark to the hoop, left-handed shot, too weak. Poor on the rebound, no. Hutchinson the rebound. Plattsburgh State runs. Ravito will set the offense. 1:05 to play. All alone was Vosch. Beautiful pass inside. Hutchinson adds to her total. She has 23. Big game for Aaron Hutchinson. 63-48 the final minute. Or I should say 63-45. Down the floor looking for Vosch with a pass, looking for Ravito. It was tipped away. 42 seconds to play. We'll recap the scoring. Following this one, Vosch, no. Gets the ball back for the Lady Cards. 35 seconds. Ravito left alone. She passes on the shot. Longi takes it, missed everything. Ravito gets it back, passes on the shot, gets it to Longi. Ravito gets it, nice dish inside to Hutchinson. She didn't have a good handle. 15 seconds for Potsdam. And at the buzzer. That's it. Plattsburgh State wins it 65-45. Scoring for Potsdam, Jabot with 2. Amanda Wright, graduate of Saranac Central, with 2. Rachel Stringer, 2. Kathleen Clark, 4. Jennifer Hogenkamp, 2. Kara Miller, 5. Becky Evans with 14. And Faith Bador, graduate of Tupper Lake Central, with 14 as well. So she and Becky Evans tie for high scores for Potsdam. Plattsburgh State just go right down the list. Scotty Ravito with 2, Jessica Longi with 3, Allison Vosch with 4, Sarah Jensen with 1, Erica Poole with 7. Aaron Keeler did not score. Aaron Hutchinson led all scores with 23. Nikki Vitti, strong game with 15. Shauna Gary with 8. Erica Britton and Lara Wells did not see action in my book. And Tiffany Braley with 2. Plattsburgh State won the second half battle 35-22. They won the first half 30-23. Thanks to Ken Drake for his work on camera. This is Foxy Gagnon on behalf of everyone at North Country Cable Network saying final score, Plattsburgh State 65, Potsdam State 45. Good night, North Country. Hello, North Country, and welcome to Memorial Hall on the campus of Plattsburgh State for Plattsburgh State Cardinal men's basketball. Tonight, the Plattsburgh State Cardinals open their SUNY conference for the 2001-2002 season against the Potsdam State Bears. Plattsburgh State, coached by Ed Jones, assisted by Rob Roy and Stu Robinson.